Suppose we conduct an experiment of weather forecast for today. Now, what are the outcomes or the possible outcomes of this experiment? It can be cloudy, it can be sunny, or it can be rainy. So, for an experiment weather forecast for today, the possible outcomes will be cloudy, sunny, and rainy. So, these possible outcomes are what? Sample space. So, sample space for this experiment is cloudy, sunny, and rainy. Now, let us consider some weather conditions. Now, suppose the first condition is what is the probability that the weather is cloudy? Now, in what cases can the weather be cloudy? Consider the sample space. Now, this sample point can be identified with this weather condition. So, I can say that I have to consider the point A to identify this condition that the weather is cloudy. Now, what is the probability that it rains? Now again look at the sample space. Which sample point will help you to identify this weather condition? This one. So I can say that this weather condition can be identified with the number C. Now, what is the probability that it does not rain? Now the weather condition is such that it is not raining. So if it is not raining, then I can say that either it can be cloudy or it can be sunny but not rainy, because we have been specified that it does not rain. So the weather can be cloudy or sunny. So this weather condition can be identified with the point A or point B. Now, we have another weather condition that the weather is not sunny. So that means we do not have to consider this sample point number B, because the weather is not sunny. If the weather is not sunny, it can be either cloudy or rainy. So we have to consider these two sample points to identify this weather condition. So we can say that the weather is not sunny can be identified with the sample point A and the sample point C. So A or C. So what do you see? These conditions can be identified with the sample points A and B respectively, and these conditions can be identified with the sample points A plus B and A plus C respectively. Now, these weather conditions here that we've considered, look at them. Now, each of these weather conditions that we have considered here, the weather is cloudy, it rains, it does not rain, or the weather is not sunny. Each of them can be termed as an event. So, what is an event? An event is one or more outcomes of an experiment, or you can say it is a set of one or more outcomes of an experiment. Why? Because we can identify these events with the possible outcomes or the sample points. So here you can see one or more outcomes of an experiment is known as an event. Now let's get this clear with another example. Here we have taken an example or an experiment here of India versus Australia cricket match at Eden Gardens. So what are the possible outcomes of this match? India wins, Australia wins, or draw, any of these. So these are the three possible outcomes of the experiment India versus Australia cricket match at Eden Gardens. Now let us again consider some events or some conditions. Here the first condition is that India wins the match. Now to find out what is the probability that India wins the match, which sample point will you consider? Well, I can see to identify this situation or this condition, I have to consider this sample point. So number one. Now, India does not win the match. Again, we are having one condition that India does not win the match. What are the sample points that we'll use in this condition? Well, if India does not win the match, either Australia wins the match or it is a draw match. So we can identify this situation or this condition with the sample points 2 and the sample points 3? That means if we want this event to happen, what will happen? Either Australia will win or it will be a draw match. Only then we can identify this condition or event. Now let's take the third one. Australia does not win the match. When will Australia not win the match? Either India wins or there is a draw. So we have to consider either this or this. So this condition can be identified with the sample point 1 and the sample point 3. So 1 or 3. Now take the next condition. The match is a draw. Now to identify this condition or this situation, you need to look at this, because this is the only sample point which will help us identify this event. So the match is draw can be identified with the sample point 3. So we found out that which sample point will identify which condition for us. Now each of these, so we can say each of these conditions will be known as an event. So we can say that these conditions can be identified with these possible outcomes, that is one or more than one possible outcomes. So these will be known as events, or you can say that each of these will be known as one event. So what is an event? An event is one or more outcomes of an experiment. Now let's take another example. Here we are rolling a die. So this is an experiment that we are conducting. We are rolling a die. So what will be the sample space of rolling a die? That means what will be the possible outcomes of rolling a die? We can get the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6, any of them. But we are sure that whatever outcome we get, it will be amongst these only, not any number else. So this is a sample space. Now let's take an event again. Now the event is the number obtained is an even number. Now you can see that from the sample space, how many even numbers do we get? 2, 4 and 6. So the sample points that we need to consider for this event is what? 2, 4 and 6. So for the event, the number obtained is an even number. The sample points considered are 2, 4 and 6. So this is what? A set of one or more possible outcomes of this experiment. So this is what we call as an event. Now if you see, you can see that this is a set. The sample space is a set, and each number of the set E here, that is an event, so each number of this belongs to this set of sample space. Can you see? 2 belongs to this, 4 belongs to this, and 6 belongs to this. And we've learned that when all the elements of a set belong to another set, we call them as a subset. So you can say that an event is a subset of the sample space. So now you know that an event is one or more outcomes of an experiment, and the most important thing is that an event is a subset of the sample space.